Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're here, chances are you probably already know that today is Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do Christmas temporary tattoos. And these make such good stocking stuffers since we're always looking for something other than candy to put into our kids' stockings. For this, you're going to need these printable temporary tattoo sheets. I'm going to have them linked below in my Amazon storefront for you to be able to buy. They're going to be listed under Cricut must-haves. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, first we want to head over to Cricut Design Space, and then we're going to upload whatever images you want to use for your tattoos. I got these minion images from Etsy, and then I put them all on one image, the ones that I want to use, and that is what I'm going to be uploading to Cricut Design Space. But if you don't want to use as many images as I did, you can do them individually as well. And if you were doing them individually, you would have to upload them one by one. Now that I have all of my images into Design Space, I'm going to select them all and then put an offset on them. I usually make my offset a little skinnier just to slightly outline the image. This one is 0.69, that's a good size for me. Now I'm going to go up and change the background color to white for the offset. This is so that our stickers don't have a gray background when they print. Once I change the color to white, I'm going to select all and then go down to this right hand corner and flatten. This next step is very important. We're going to select all of the images, and then we are going to flip horizontally. The purpose for this is so that when you place the tattoo on your skin, it will face the right way. And now we're ready to make it. Now it brings us to our print screen. We're just checking to make sure that everything looks good, and we're going to send it to the printer. Now when you come to your print screen, of course, you're going to choose the printer that you're using. And then we are going to make sure we add bleed and go to use system dialog. This is going to bring you to your printer settings. You're going to make sure that you're choosing the best quality. I usually don't change the paper settings. I let it auto select, but do what's best for you. Now that we have our tattoos printed, we need to do this step. Do not skip this step. You want to blow dry for 2 to 3 minutes. I did use my blow dryer on high, but do what works best for you. Now we are going to put this carrier sheet over top of our tattoos. Don't skip this step either. You need this or your tattoos are not going to last. They will literally fade off your arm if you tried to put this on without doing the carrier sheet first. It has some type of sticky film on it that also helps it stay on your skin. Okay, so here's the method I use. I like to place the carrier sheet down at the top of the tattoo sheet, and I only peel a little bit of the backing at a time. I smooth it out, and then I use the squeegee to help me stick it down, and then I peel the backing a little bit at a time. You can do what's best for you, but this works. As you go, you may encounter a couple of air bubbles. You want to just smooth those right out. It's usually pretty easy, and it really doesn't cause any harm, but you want to make sure that you're trying your best to get the air bubbles out. Okay, now that we have our carrier sheet on, it is time to cut. When we go into our materials, we are choosing temporary printable tattoo paper. Okay, we're going to add our tattoo paper to the mat with this arrow facing upward. That is your registration mark for how your machine is going to be able to read and cut the tattoos exactly how they are on the screen. Okay, so now we're in a cutting stage, and if you notice, it's going to cut out each tattoo twice. You can see it's cutting where we placed our border around the tattoos. If you see like the candy cane and the tree, those little intricate parts would have been torn to shreds by the blade if we didn't add that outline. When you peel back your paper, you're going to have your tattoos, but the most important part is getting them off the mat. Of course, you don't want to crease them or damage them, so it's important that you are very careful when removing these. I realized right away that trying to use my hand was not going to be the best idea, so I went to my trusty spatula. Now, when using the spatula, you have to be very careful that you are completely underneath each tattoo, because if you go between the paper and the carrier sheet, you're going to scratch the tattoo up. So you have to be careful with the spatula as well, but it's much easier than using your hands. Okay, now's the time to get excited because you just made temporary tattoos. And now you can tell your kids and all your friends and family that you did this new cool thing on your Cricut. But of course, I can't end the video without showing you how these look on your skin. So just like any other temporary tattoo, you're going to pull your carrier sheet off. You're going to place it where you want it on your skin. And then you're going to place a damp rag or a napkin over top and hold it on there for 30 seconds. Make sure you press firmly. Now that it's ready, we're going to pull the backing off to reveal our pretty temporary tattoo. Look how cool. I really hope that I helped someone feel confident in using their Cricut today. I appreciate you guys spending time with me on this Tutorial Tuesday, and I hope to see you guys next week.